Hey everyone, welcome back to the Mark Loeffler Experience. Today, yes, you know it, we're going to go through market stats, the Information Technology Systems of Ontario boards. Here is a list of the boards. Here is the regions they cover. Every time I get, why don't you have information from this other section? Well, it's because they don't share that information with me. If they shared that information with me, I would be glad to share it with you. So saying that, here we go. Have we hit the bottom, or is this just a dead cat bounce right now? And if somebody could tell me where that comes from, that saying, I find that an interesting saying. So is this the bottom? Have we turned the corner? Or is this just a dead cat bounce? Because right now, February 2023, average sale price is up 3 to 4% from last month, which, again, I want it to be steadier. I don't like these fluctuations. I want it to be like 1%. But now we're seeing, again, 18 offers, 12 offers, 13 offers on properties. And, it's... For me, I liked it before where I could go in, negotiate from the client. We get a condition of inspection, a condition of financing. Are we going to see a roller coaster for a while? What I'm hoping is something like, not this, but I'm like, this is what I think we're going to see after March, right? Like 2021, plodding along. And then we saw this stupidness. And look, so February 2023, we are above August 2021 numbers. And last time when we did this in January, we were in January 2021 numbers, or closer to January 2021 numbers than we are now. So we are in August 2021. So we gained 6 months worth of pricing back in 1 month. Again, I don't think that's ideal. But let's go through the markets and let's kind of see where we're at. Yeah, let's do markets. Here are the regions. So we got Hamilton is red, Niagara Falls is gray, Burlington is blue, and then Oakville is in yellow. And, these higher priced areas, they might get influenced by a, $1, $5 to $10, $30 million house selling. So we can't always take that, but it does give you an indication of what's going on, and they had a huge price increase. That's $250,000 in 1 month. Clearly, that's going to come back. We saw that here, so we'll see that come back down, just in my opinion. All of this is my opinion. If you're going to buy or sell real estate, do so on your own. This is for information purposes only. Obviously, 10% increase in Burlington. We're seeing so many bidding wars right now in Burlington. So many. Hamilton, lots of bidding wars happening there too, but not that spike in pricing. And I bet you that has to do with how many homes are listed. Oh, here we go. So we got 2 up, 2 down. So Kitchener and Guelph are both up, and Cambridge and Waterloo City are down. But so this is what I kind of expect to see in somewhere like Oakville or Burlington. Like, you had this huge spike in price month over month, right? Last month. And I expect to see it come off a little bit. And it might be that, like, you had a really high price home sell, or it is just the average was just higher that month. So I expect to see that again in the Oakville market where the prices come down. Obviously, prices did not go up here 20% in a month. That would be ridiculous. We got North Bay, Brantford, Barrie, and London coming in for the win. Brantford is down a little bit this month. They retraced about half their gains from last month. London had a big spike this month. Barrie is seeming to be trending up after November seems to have been their low point there. North Bay obviously had a big dip in December and has come back strong. And again, that might not be actual pricing. That might be just some lower price houses sold and no higher price houses sold. We got Mississauga, good spike in prices. I would have expected that with obviously Burlington, Oakville, and Mississauga is in line. It was in the first in line with that if you're coming from Toronto. And then you have Kingston, which has been pretty steady Eddie, as well as Peterborough's been pretty steady since November. And you got Belleville, which is kind of up and down, but it's kind of been steady since October. So all in all, for the majority of markets, we're seeing pretty steady pricing. We could drill down farther into some of those markets with to have the huge price spikes to see, okay, how many $5 million plus homes sold, and did that really, change that pricing that much? And that's what I would suspect happened. Let's check out new listings. So, look at that. Kingston, huge spike in new listings, all the way to 226. Let's see what they were February last year. So 211. So they're up 7% since last year. These other ones are down. So Peterborough is down in listings. Mississauga is down huge. And this is why you're going to see price changes, supply and demand, right? Belleville, same thing, down 16%. And obviously we know that February was stupid last year, right? Like, it was insane. You could ask whatever you wanted. You would have got multiple offers and you would have walked away rich, and you could have bought back that same house 30% lower. Today, let's see, new listings. How are we doing with new listings? So mainly across the board, we're down year over year. Less people want to sell right now because, well, number one, if you fixed a interest rate in the 2% range, why would you sell right now unless you really needed to? Because you want to keep your mortgage, right? Or, the cost to move is obviously up, interest rates, people aren't buying. OSFI just announced that they're going to make it harder to buy more rental properties, which again will only limit the number of rental units in the market, which will then do what? If you constrict the supply and demand keeps going up, I'll let you do the math. I'm not going to say it. Comment down below. All right, new listings. So we're seeing, again, across the board, less than last year, right? Last year, we had a huge spike in most areas because it was obviously a pretty silly market. I don't think we might see these March spikes again. We might. I mean, this is coming into the spring market. Again, time will tell. Time will tell. And new listings. Again, so Niagara Falls is right almost on par with last year. Niagara, Burlington, Oakville, 27 to 30% off of last year's. I don't think we're going to see as many listings coming on the market, which again, decrease the supply and even keep the same demand causes prices to go up. I'm just putting that out there. So all overall of all of it, so is around 19% less listings this year than there were last year. Let's see sales. Sales decreased 40%. So listings are down 20% and sales decreased 40%. So there are more homes on the market than are selling right now. So there's going to be homes sitting. Even though there are properties out there getting multiple offers, there are still things out there that are probably sitting that are a little overpriced. If you underprice it, you're going to get multiple offers. Maybe that's the way to go again. Maybe we're back to that strategy. Sales, Niagara Falls down 19.5, so beating the average. Hamilton, Burlington, Oakville down pretty significantly from last year. I would argue that February 2022 was a bellwether year for sales. But I mean, saying that 2021 was pretty good. If we look at 2020, then, we're 300 compared to 400. So we're still off. Like, there are less sales happening out there in general. But that is coming back pretty quickly. We're just waiting for it to crunch the numbers here while I have some tea. All right. So Kitchener, sales are down 50, Waterloo City, 40, Guelph 45, Cambridge 41. But, here's the thing. Look look at that ramp in sales, though. It's not leveling off. We're coming back. This is going to be a very, very interesting spring market. I know that we've been in competition on probably the last 5 or 6 buys that we have done. So if we've been in competition, I know a lot of other people have been in competition. I follow a lot of realtors on Instagram and I see 18 offers, 13 offers, 12 offers. It's happening again, folks. It's definitely happening again. I just don't know how long that's going to go, if this is just going to be the spring market or what's going to happen. So time will tell. Time will tell. It always does. It's always so interesting. And again, and we saw this with prices, right? These places have leveled off and we're seeing sales really just level off here. Kingston, we saw some price increasing and we are seeing a big increase in demand. Like we had 65 sales in January and 102 in February. If we go back last year, obviously it's off. February 2021 was massive. Let's go back here, March. But we're we're down 20% from February 2020 as well. So, we could go back before pandemic, but I don't know. I don't think it's worth it. So months of supply. So months of supply is obviously increasing because we have more listings coming on than we have sales. Now, we are obviously seeing multiple offers on properties that are well priced right now. So that could be the strategy again, yet there are obviously still more homes not selling than selling at this time. So if you are one of the lucky ones, congratulations. But prices are going up again. Months of supply. So Hamilton's 3.2, Niagara Falls is actually coming down. Like it spiked at 4.6. So if you had bought in November in Niagara Falls, I think you hit the bottom. Because look at this, that's coming down to, that's not historical averages. Let's go, look, if we're talking historical averages, Niagara Falls probably averages around before 2015, it would have averaged 4 to 7 months of inventory of any one time. Whereas you got Oakville, Hamilton, 3.5-ish, coming up and going down, 3, whatever. Spike is always December's a very low month for inventory. Good time to sell your home, just saying. But yeah, so it's just interesting what we're seeing. Now we're seeing 2.2, 2.6, 3.6. And a balanced market would be 3 months plus worth of inventory. So we still have super low inventory in the Kitchener-Waterloo area, which is going to lead me to think that you're going to see some price increases there before you see more price decreases. Now, obviously, obviously there's news out there that interest rates are probably going to stop. We had zero growth last quarter. It wasn't negative growth. So this is what the Bank of Canada is saying. This is what we wanted. We wanted this soft landing. News out there that we're 100,000 workers short on trades. So things aren't getting built. We can't build 1.5 million new homes in the next 10 years because we don't have people to build them. Then I'm hearing on the other side that labor rates are coming down for trades as well, so that will help with inflation. So, who knows? The news is everybody will, the news that you see depends on where you're viewing it. Hopefully I'm giving you the straight goods as far as I know them. I try not to be biased by that. I try to read reports that are factual and based and statistics based, but even they can be prejudiced in some way. But that is what is out there right now. We're seeing, so again, number one, in Ontario, we're seeing an increase of demand because there's more people coming here. We are not seeing the increase in supply at this time. They're not building enough new homes to keep up with demand, number one. Number two, they are limiting people who can go buy rental properties. And when they do that, They're going to decrease the number of rental properties available to rent, number one, which again, decrease supply, increase demand. And they're going to complain that we have a rental housing shortage again. Anyways, guys, that's all I got for you today. We're looking forward to seeing you guys at our next investor meetup. We'll post the link down below. And yeah, if you have any questions, reach out to me on Instagram. Happy to chat with you guys. Have a great day.